populations of Ireland, Norway, or Panama. Generation Y and Z consider email passé. In 2009, Boston College stopped distributing email addresses to incoming freshmen. There are more than 200 million blogs, increasing daily, and 54% of bloggers post content or tweet daily. Because of the speed in which social media enables communication, word of mouth now becomes world of mouth. 78% of consumers trust peer recommendations, but only 14% trust advertisements. 25% of Americans in the past month said they watched a short video on their phone. In the near future, we will no longer search for products and services. They will find us via social media. At the start of 2010, marketing expert Seth Godin called the upcoming 10 years the decade of change and frustration. As Seth elaborated on his online blog, change. The infrastructure of massive connection is now real. People around the world have cell phones. The first internet generation is old enough to spend money, go to work, and build companies. Industries are being built every day, and old ones are fading. The revolution is in full swing, and an entire generation is eager to change everything because of it. Hint, it won't look like the last one with a few bells and whistles added. Frustration. Baby boomers are getting old. Dreams are fading, and so is health. Boomers love to whine, and we love to imagine that we'll live forever and accomplish everything. This is the decade that reality kicks in. And to top it off, savings are thin, and resource availability isn't what it used to be. A lot of people ate their emergency rations during the last decade. Look for this frustration to be acted out in public and often. http://sethgodin.typepad.com/. In so many ways, media and technology have overtaken our lives, and along with great benefits, they have also brought great frustration. We can't escape the advertisements from video monitors embedded in gas pumps and elevators. We used to fear billboard jungles in major cities, but today, technology is allowing companies to target us far more effectively, often without our even realizing it's happened. In fact, some researchers indicate that we're being exposed to the phenomenal number of 5,000 media messages per person per day. That barrage is impacting our behavior. For instance, people answer mobile phones in the most inappropriate places. My wife, Kathleen, and I attended a wedding recently where a member of the audience refused to take off his wireless Bluetooth earpiece. As the church lights dimmed for the wedding procession, he sat there with the little blue light blinking away in his ear like some cheap disco ball. I wondered what phone call could be so important that he couldn't even take off his earpiece for the bride's entrance. Our close friend, Fred Applegate, is a respected musical theater performer in major roles on Broadway in shows like The Sound of Music, The Producers, and Young Frankenstein. One night during a performance, the cast was interrupted by a cell phone ringing in the audience. To the astonishment of everyone in the theater, the patron actually took the call. The actors paused on stage to hear the audience member say in a loud voice, "Hello? No, I can't talk. I'm at a Broadway show." The invasion of technology, especially in the hands of stupid people, is a horrifying thought indeed. But it's more than technology that's changing. As I write this, we're experiencing a major financial recession. As a result, most people are cutting back financially in key areas to weather the storm. But according to a recent poll, 32% of respondents said they're spending less across the board. More telling, however, is that these consumers expect this cutback to be their new normal pattern for the future. One study found that 75% have altered their purchasing in the last year. While some have traded down, most seem to have evolved into a completely new lifestyle. Steve McClellan quoted David Kenny, an advertising agency executive. People are going to emerge from the current recession forever changed. The recession is now, but disruption is the new normal. That's why it's so critical for all of us to master the principles that will allow us to survive and thrive in the culture of disruption that is rapidly becoming our future. I'm a writer, filmmaker.